Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We're now the warmest day of 2021, but will we get to the record before we cool down? We'll look at that in our storm chances ahead.
Okay, Ben, Governor Whitmer says it may be time to make things a bit more normal. The big hint she dropped today is cases here in Michigan seem to be leveling off.
But we begin with the CDC issuing new mask guidelines saying fully vaccinated people can exercise and hold small gatherings outdoors and not have to wear a mask. The CDC sought to send a clear message today, releasing new guidelines for those Americans who are now fully vaccinated.
Pretty highly anticipated updates centering on mask use in outdoor settings. Now well established to carry far less risk than being indoors. Let's bring in Dr. Frank McGeorge here to explain what's changed now. Doc?
Yeah, Kim and Devin. So with more than 37% of American adults vaccinated and decreasing COVID-19 case rates in some parts of the country, the CDC felt it was time to update their guidance for the use of masks in fully vaccinated people. Now, this is the third time they have updated this guidance to really keep up with new data and changing vaccination rates.
There's increasing data that suggests that most of transmission is happening indoors rather than outdoors. Less than 10% of documented transmission in many studies have occurred outdoors. We also know that there's almost a 20-fold increased risk of transmission in the indoor setting and the outdoor setting.
That distinction between indoor and outdoor spread is what prompted CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky to update the CDC's mask-wearing guidelines.
Generally, for vaccinated people, outdoor activities without a mask are safe. However, we continue to recommend masking in crowded outdoor settings and venues, such as packed stadiums and concerts, where there is decreased ability to maintain physical distance and where many unvaccinated people may also be present. If you are fully vaccinated and want to attend a small outdoor gathering with people who are vaccinated and unvaccinated, or dine at an outdoor restaurant with friends from multiple households, the science shows if you are vaccinated, you can do so safely, unmasked.
Now, this update should provide important reassurance to people when it comes to outdoor activities, but it's important to keep in mind that when attending a crowded outdoor event, like a live performance, a parade, or a sporting event, universal mask wearing is still recommended at this time.
And Frank, interesting, when they say vaccinated, I guess we need to talk about the definition and what they mean by that when they say fully vaccinated.
Yeah, Devin, so to be considered fully vaccinated, you need to be 2 weeks out from the final dose of the vaccine you received. So 14 days after your second Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, or 14 days after the single dose J&J shot.
Yeah, important distinction. All right, Doc. Now, President Biden thanking vaccinated Americans for doing their part in the fight against COVID-19.
The president says the new mask guidance from the CDC could be a major step in the reopening of America and getting closer to normal. He's urging everyone to get vaccinated.
So for those who haven't gotten their vaccination yet, especially if you're younger or think you don't need it, this is another great reason to go get vaccinated. Now. Yes, the vaccines are about saving your life, but also the lives of the people around you.
Since Inauguration Day, 215 million shots have been administered to Americans.
And let's look at today's coronavirus numbers. The state reporting 3,676 new cases over the past 24 hours. That continues the downward trend we've been seeing, maybe coming toward the end of this latest surge. 105 new deaths being reported, though, and that includes 48 from a review of vital records.
And Governor Whitmer is hinting at easing the state's COVID restrictions.
Those comments come as cases here in Michigan, as we just saw, leveling off a bit, the number of vaccines going up. Rod Maloney live tonight, though. Rod, the governor really didn't get into specifics yet on this yet.
Now, she did what she's done so many times before, which is kind of slide in the idea of some hope down the line. And she did it while talking about the CDC changes today and also the decreasing COVID numbers.
We are continuing to monitor what the CDC is recommending and our data here in Michigan, and I would anticipate forthcoming policy changes potentially that will feel a little bit more normal for all of us.
Clearly, the governor knows Michigan is COVID fatigued, and as the temperatures turn warmer, and now the latest state numbers showing just under 50% of Michigan's adults have at least one dose of the vaccine, she's encouraged.
We're starting to see our numbers come down, which is good. I know that we're all happy to see that. We've got to keep taking it seriously. The CDC is continually updating their recommendations as we learn more about the virus. We learn more about the efficacy and longevity and impact of the vaccines.
Still, the demand for vaccine appears waning as well. Many clinics sat quietly empty, the state expanding vaccine availability, and many who received the first shot have not returned for the second. So on our way out of today's event, the governor addressed that issue. I mean, is there any way to improve on getting people out with vaccines?
Well, I've asked for the numbers here in Michigan. 8% is actually pretty low nationally, and so that's good. We want everyone to get the second vaccine. It's the booster that helps give you the highest efficacy. So we're encouraging people to make sure they get that follow-up.
And so now the governor is saying, look, as much as we're making progress, you still need to follow the old guidelines. Mask up, wash your hands, social distance when it's supposed to happen. And she says that's the way we're going to move forward. Back to you.
But with COVID still very much an issue statewide, we hope we're getting, as I said, maybe to the end of the surge, but the numbers are still high. So what's next for the governor in dealing with the pandemic?
Well, the governor is saying that it's the money now that she's most concerned about, that notion of negotiating with the legislature how to deploy the money that the feds have sent to the state of Michigan. And in our conversation with the Senate Majority Leader last week, we know that they've been meeting and negotiating, right. And we'll have to see how those negotiations are going as we look forward in the next week or two.
Yeah. Okay, Rod. Well, around Rod, behind him there, a lovely day. It's April 27th and right around 80 degrees, just as Ben said it would be, right?
That's right. It's still a bit cloudy out there in some spots, but we'll take it. What are we going to see headed into the night, Ben?
Yeah, we're in for a mild night, guys, and these current temperatures are a lot more like what we would see in June rather than the close of April. 81 right now, so we are tied for the warmest that we have seen this year so far. Look at the difference between yesterday and today at this time. 25 to 32, 33, or 32 degrees, I should say, warmer than we saw yesterday. So we love to see fuchsia in this map because that means that we have made a big surge upwards. Here's a look at the temperatures tonight, staying in the 70s until almost midnight. Then we'll be down to 67. Could be a sprinkle in the north zone. We'll talk timing on that, but the two biggest impacts are going to be for Wednesday and Thursday. Thunderstorms tomorrow and rain on Thursday. We'll look at the timing of that and, of course, your weekend temperatures all in a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben. The battle over COVID testing for youth sports went before a judge today in Lansing.
The parent group Let Them Play Michigan is looking to stop the mandatory weekly testing for athletes, along with quarantine and mask requirements. Our Victor Williams monitored today's hearing.
Well, not only are the plaintiffs passionate about this, but the legal representation for the defendant, Elizabeth Hertel, made some great points as well. Attorneys on both sides appeared before a judge in a motion for preliminary injunction hearing Tuesday morning.
We really think that the defendant is trying to pick and choose in some fashion which state law governs at which particular point in time.
The attorney on behalf of Let Them Play Michigan, Peter Riddell, believes the director did not follow administrative procedures when mandating mask wearing and routine COVID testing for high school athletes.
We simply believe that the director can act through the Public Health Code and comply with the State Administrative Procedures Act.
However, attorney Darren Fowler says the restrictions are crucial to keep everyone safe.
What the plaintiffs are asking for here today through their request for injunctive relief will have ramifications that ripple detrimentally far broader than just youth athletics in Michigan. It will tear down these protections for nursing home students, migrant farm workers, people in correctional facilities, and all of us in our daily lives.
By the end of the hearing, both sides were very well heard, but Judge Michael Kelly couldn't make a ruling on the injunction just yet.
I'm not going to rule right from the bench here, but I do assure you I'll have something out soon.
And once a ruling is made, we'll of course keep everyone updated both on air and online. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor. Michigan State University releases a new plan to try to stop sexual assaults and sexual harassment on campus. The Relationship, Violence, and Sexual Misconduct Strategic Plan. It builds on the work of an expert advisory group. This plan seeks to increase help-seeking rates and decrease the incidence of RVSM. Trauma-informed intersectional programs will be developed to address the needs of MSU's diverse communities. 5-year plan, one of 3 planning efforts underway at the university.
Okay, we are just getting started here at 5. Here's Sean Lake.
We're live tonight in Romulus, where a 19-year-old calls police and says he just shot his father to death. His bond, $12,500. Tonight, his own brother is calling that bond outrageous and should be much higher.
Scammers targeting those of you looking to book a trip, and they're not only making off with your money, they're taking your personal information. We have an important scam alert tonight from the Better Business Bureau.
All right, Hank, but first, a father and 2 kids shot and killed. The major twist tonight in what police thought was a murder-suicide. We'll have that next.